Carlisle is a city in northern England, the county town of Cumbria, as well as the administrative center of the city of Carlisle. With a population of 75,000, is the largest settlement in the county of Cumbria and serves as the administrative center for both Carlisle City Council and Cumbria County Council. Stay tuned to find more interesting things about the history of Carlisle and what you should visit if you come here. But first, if you are new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for more amazing videos. Let's begin with the short history of Carlisle. The city of Carlisle existed even before the arrival of the Romans in Britain, being one of the strongest British towns at the time. At that time, the ancient Cumbria and North Lancashire were inhabited by the Carvetti tribe of the Britons. In the time of Emperor Nero, the city was conquered by the Romans and burned down. The Romans established here a new settlement named Luguvalium. They constructed a timber fort on the site of the present Carlisle Castle around the winter of 73 AD. By the early 2nd century, Carlisle was established as a prominent stronghold on the frontier against the Picts. In 122, the province was visited by Emperor Hadrian, who approved the plan to build a wall on the frontier. Here was built the Petriana Fort, where today is the Stanwix area in Carlisle, considered the largest fort on the Hadrian's Wall. Romano-British occupation of Luguvalium seems to have continued unbroken after the Roman withdrawal from Britain around 410. For the rest of the first millennium, Carlisle was an important stronghold contested by several entities who fought for the area, including the Anglian Kingdom of Northumbria. By the time of the Norman conquest in 1066, Carlisle was part of Scotland. This changed in 1092 when English King William II invaded the region and incorporated Carlisle into England. The construction of Carlisle Castle began in 1093 on the site of the Roman fort south of the River Eden. In 1157, Carlisle became the seat of the new county of Carlisle, who would be renamed in 1177 Cumberland. The city of Carlisle was besieged by parliamentarians during the English Civil War from October 1644 until June 1645. In 1707, an Act of Union was passed between England and Scotland, creating Great Britain, and Carlisle ceased to be a frontier town. The last siege of the city took place during the Jacobite Rising of 1745, when Charles Edward Stuart took Carlisle. In the early 19th century, textile mills, engineering works, and food manufactories built factories in the city. The expanding industries led to an increase in population as jobs shifted from rural farms towards the city. In the second half of the 19th century, Carlisle became a major railway center on the West Coast Main Line with connections to the east. The city continued to grow and at the beginning of the 20th century reached over 45,000 inhabitants. Now, let's talk about the main tourist attractions in the city. The most important place to visit here is the Carlisle Castle, which is over 900 years old and has been the scene of many historical episodes in British history. The castle now houses the Duke of Lancaster's regiment and the Border Regiment Museum. Visitors can explore fascinating and ancient chambers, stairways and dungeons, and decipher beautifully detailed carvings by prisoners. The second most important attraction of the city is the Carlisle Cathedral, the seat of the Anglican Bishop of Carlisle. It was founded as an Augustinian priory and became a cathedral in 1133. Carlisle Cathedral is the second smallest cathedral in England after Oxford. The architecture is Gothic, mostly from the 13th and the 14th centuries. Another beautiful historical attraction of the city is the Carlisle Citadel, a former medieval fortress located on English Street and built in 1541. Between the citadel and the castle were once the Carlisle city walls, only a part of them remaining until today. Next to the citadel is Carlisle railway station, designed in the new Tudor style, considered to be among the most important early railway stations in England. The first trains left the Carlisle station in September 1847, although the station was not completed until the following year. You should not miss the market square, a place where are a lot of shops, restaurants, some hotels, and a lot of beautiful old buildings. Here is the old town hall, built in 1669, and the Market Cross Monument, built in 1682. In a 14th century building near the square is the Guildhall Museum, one of the 4 oldest structures in the city. The museum, housed in the upper floors, shows the history of the guilds of Carlisle. Other museums in Carlisle are the Cumbria's Museum of Military Life, located in the castle, and the Tully House Museum and Art Gallery, with exhibits detailing the history of Roman occupancy of the region. At the Carlisle Lake District Airport is the Solvay Aviation Museum, with an impressive aircraft collection. If you want to taste local gastronomic products, you can choose between the Cumberland sausage, Cumberland sauce, farmhouse cheese, and Cumberland mustard. I hope you enjoyed our video. If you know other interesting places in Carlisle that I forgot to mention, please write about them in a comment below. And remember that you can help our channel to grow by just pressing the like button and by sharing this video with your friends.